Good morning. I'm always startled when I'm asked why I chose to write about AIDS. There was no choice. An artist responds to their world and tries to make sense of it, even the bad things. What else was I going to write about? The weather? It was raining AIDS, and there was no umbrella large enough to shelter us. I am thankful for the men and women who took to the streets and made our voices heard. They made a difference. But I am also grateful to the artists who tried to make sense of the terror and confusion. We also made a difference. I am bewildered and more than a little angry by the artists who did nothing but fiddle while their Rome, this great city, burned. Why did I choose to write about AIDS? The question is always put in the past tense. I am still writing about AIDS. Each of us here this morning, in our own way, is still writing about AIDS. As individuals, as a city, as a nation, we are no more done with AIDS than AIDS is done with us. Its scars are lasting. The trauma has not gone away. But it is to the future we look today. A world without AIDS for sure, but a world that has not forgotten, and we must be vigilant, it never will. A time when AIDS was a death sentence, and those who were infected with it were treated as the unholy damned. I lost two partners to AIDS. Robert Dreyfuss was a handsome, gifted young actor with some of the great classical roles already under his belt. He was also, he thought, safely closeted. AIDS kicked that door in with a fury that took our breath away. But there were only three of us to share his final agony. Best friends, and there were many of them, professional colleagues, siblings, his own parents even. They all had no idea what was going on behind those drawn blinds on Bleecker Street or in too many rooms at St. Vincent's. Every time I told someone Bobby had died from AIDS, I felt I was betraying him after death, as surely as if I had outed him to one of the producers he was convinced would never hire him if they knew he were gay. The closet didn't kill Bobby, but the closet kept him from knowing how loved he was. Gary Bonasorte was positive when I met him, but his confidence that he would beat his disease made believers of us all, and no one more than me. We all needed Gary's smile, big heart, and courage in the 80s. Gary was out and proud and militant and had the energy of 50 of the rest of us. He was also an artist. He wrote plays, promising plays, and was one of the founders of Rattlestick Playwrights Theater, which is heading towards its 15th anniversary. That burgeoning theater is as much Gary's legacy as his tireless hours fighting to find a cure to save his world. When Gary died, the world turned out for his memorial at St. Mark's in the Bowery. There is no better reason to come out of the closet than the size of Gary's remembrance that bitter winter morning. I walk for Gary Bonasorte today. I walk for Bobby Dreyfuss. I walk for all the men and women who never had the opportunity of life not cut unreasonably short. So many possibilities denied. So many voices stilled before they could be heard. So many plays about AIDS not written. I weep for them, but I walk in thanks for all that was done to make our lives a safer and better one. I walk in remembrance. I walk in love. If you don't know why we're here this morning, you're the reason I still write about AIDS. Thank you.